Scottish girl who does silly things? No, they desire you, not to worry about that. Then why can't I get any dates? Maybe they just feel very weak when they desire you. Let us have a seat and discuss this, come on. You have me stumped. I do not understand why men are not falling on their knees and feeding you fancy chocolates. Ah! Oh, my head! Something is hurting me so badly, doctor. What's wrong? Sometimes I get these pains in my head, like something terrible is pushing against my skull. Let me take a look. It is always good to explore the possibilities, especially in this medical field that we are in. Everybody's got to have harmony, especially we harmony.